Hey everyone, welcome back to NT Coins World, where we dive deep into the fascinating world of rare coins. If you're a collector or just starting out, you're in the right place. Today, we're taking an exciting look at two iconic half-dollar coins that could add significant value to your collection. We're going to discuss not just the basic history of these coins, but also key details about their mintage, varieties, and rare errors, as well as the potential value of these pieces in the market today. So without further ado, let's get started with the first coin, the 1776 to 1976 Bicentennial Half Dollar is one of the most recognized coins in American history. Issued in 1976, this coin was part of a special series commemorating the 200th anniversary of the United States Declaration of Independence. The minting of this coin was a celebration of not only the country's historical legacy, but also a significant milestone in American coinage. The 1776 to 1976 D coin was struck at the Denver Mint, with the D mint mark prominently displayed on the reverse side of the coin, right under the Liberty Bell. This coin is particularly important for collectors because it marked the first time the bicentennial was celebrated on a coin. Now let's talk about its design. The obverse of the coin features the traditional image of President John F. Kennedy, while the reverse showcases a unique design to mark the bicentennial, a Liberty Bell, and the moon. The bell symbolizes America's independence, and the moon references the nation's monumental achievements in space exploration, which were also celebrated during this period. These designs were created by Gilroy Roberts, who also designed the Kennedy portrait, and Frank Gasparo. Mintage of the 1776 to 1976 D Bicentennial Half Dollar was quite high, as it was part of a larger commemorative coin program. Over 200 million of these coins were produced across all mint facilities, with the Denver Mint contributing around 100 million coins. This high mintage means that most of these coins are fairly common and don't have the rarity associated with other coins, but there are still some factors that can make certain examples more valuable than others. In terms of value, a 1776 to 1976 D Bicentennial Half Dollar in fine condition typically ranges between $3 and $8. However, coins in better condition, like those with minimal wear, a clean strike, or those that feature unique error varieties, can fetch more. For instance, coins with high-quality strikes or mistakes like off-center strikes or missing mint marks have been known to sell for $20 or more, and in rare cases, coins with exceptional preservation have been sold for upwards of $50 to $70. But you might be wondering, are there any significant errors or varieties that make this coin more valuable? Absolutely. Collectors often look for the 1976 D Bicentennial Half Dollar with proof-like characteristics, even though these were not officially struck as proofs. Coins that exhibit this unusual sharpness in the design or a higher-than-usual mirror finish can attract premiums in the market. Additionally, off-center errors, where part of the coin is missing, can add a lot of value, as these errors are much rarer and are considered highly collectible. The market for the 1776 to 1976 D Half Dollar is also influenced by historical context. As one of the official coins marking America's bicentennial, the coin holds sentimental value, making it highly sought after by collectors interested in American history, particularly those who specialize in commemorative coins. Now, let's transition to another intriguing coin from a different era, the 1992 P Half Dollar. This coin is part of the Kennedy Half Dollar series, which began in 1964 following the tragic assassination of President John F. Kennedy. The 1992 P Half Dollar was struck at the Philadelphia Mint, denoted by the P mint mark that appears to the right of Kennedy's image. When we think about the 1992 P Half Dollar, it's important to remember that while it doesn't carry the same commemorative significance as the 1776 to 1976 D Bicentennial coin, it represents a crucial period in American coinage. By 1992, the half dollar had long since fallen out of regular circulation, with its usage mostly restricted to collectors, banks, and special purposes. In fact, many Americans rarely saw the Kennedy half dollar in their daily change, which contributed to a decline in its circulation. Despite this, the 1992 P coin holds historical value, marking the era when the Kennedy half dollar was no longer in widespread circulation, making it more of a collector's item than a common everyday coin. The design of the 1992 P Kennedy half dollar remains consistent with previous years, featuring John F. Kennedy's portrait on the obverse, designed by Gilroy Roberts, and the familiar seal of the U.S. Mint on the reverse side. The reverse of the coin, designed by Frank Gasparo, shows a heraldic eagle, which had been the reverse design of the coin since 1964. Mintage for the 1992 P half dollar was fairly high, but not as astronomical as the Bicentennial series. Around 20 million of these coins were produced at the Philadelphia Mint, which might seem like a lot, but in the world of coin collecting, it's considered relatively low for the time. This makes the 1992 P half dollar a bit more special to collectors, as there is still a good demand for these coins in the market. While this number isn't small, it does help maintain a level of rarity that makes the coin appealing to people who appreciate modern American coinage. In terms of value, a 1992 P half dollar in fine condition is generally worth around $5 to $10. However, it's important to note that this coin isn't known for its rare error varieties. It's typically the better condition coins that attract attention. For instance, a coin in MS63 to MS65 condition, higher than the standard fine grade, could bring in between $20 and $50 depending on demand. In some cases, particularly well-preserved examples could even fetch a premium price of $75 to $100 or more. Just like the 1776 to 1976 D coin, errors in the 1992 P half dollar can significantly increase its value. Double die errors, which occur when the coin's design is struck more than once, are some of the most sought-after mistakes for this series. An example of a double die obverse on the 1992 P Kennedy half dollar could sell for upwards of $500 depending on its condition. Similarly, coins with off-center strikes, clipped planchets, or other notable mistakes can fetch higher prices as they become rarer and more desirable to collectors who are after unique pieces. One of the key reasons why the 1992 P half dollar is still relevant to modern collectors is the continued historical significance of President Kennedy. His legacy endures through these coins, and even though it's not as valuable as some of the older or rarer Kennedy half dollars, it remains a sought-after piece for anyone looking to complete their set or add a piece of Kennedy's history to their collection. So whether you're holding the 1776 to 1976 D Bicentennial Half Dollar or a 1992 P Kennedy Half Dollar, both of these coins hold historical importance and offer an opportunity for collectors to add something special to their collection. Though the market values may not always break the bank for coins in fine condition, with the right error or rarity, these pieces can become highly sought-after treasures. If you're a collector, keeping an eye on the condition, potential errors, and the history behind each coin can help you maximize your collection's value. Thanks for tuning in to NT Coins World. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you don't miss out on future videos covering more amazing coins and their fascinating histories. See you next time.